Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Dyson Sphere Program, shall we? I've been meaning to play this game for a while. I'm excited about it. I've gotten a lot of recommendations from people on the channel, Dylan, people who play Satisfactory. And I've been playing a lot of Factorio recently. I played a ton of Satisfactory a bit ago, and so hopefully we get to mix the business of space and exploration with factories and automation, I think, in this. So I don't know what to fully expect, so let's just dive into a new game. Now, looks like we get to set a cluster seed. There's all kinds of different things that we can adjust, and I'm really not going to mess with most of this. Sandbox mode says you can unlock technologies directly in the tree, unlimitedly generate and consume items, and quick build. So this is kind of not really the game version, where it's going to be like more limited, maybe like survival mode in, you know, Minecraft versus just kind of like free play sandbox. So I'm going to do like the actual just default game mode where you have to get through technologies in a prescribed fashion, gather resources, not have unlimited. And I'll just go ahead and say start. Okay. So, I can move the camera around. Here's our little spaceship here.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Well, thank you. Looks like we're getting kind of close to the old sun there. That's unnerving. No problem. Or, I guess maybe, I don't know if...
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch.
Okay.
I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Okay, looks like I get to take over from here and drive this space capsule to the planet. Wow, interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's just drive. Do you say drive or do you say fly with a spaceship? Which verb is the right one?
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
Okay, great. It's called Porima 3. We might want to rename that planet. And, okay, here we go. Pretty small planet. Alright. Rocket ship. Landing. Game looks good. Oh.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality.
Okay.
You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Miracles? Let me get theological here? Alright, great. So, here I am.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
Alright, cool. So, right away, I have an avatar, right? Which is mecha, this awesome looking mech. So it's more akin than to Factorio in that you have an avatar versus Satisfactory where it's like first person mode. And it has a nice like cartoony vibe to the graphics. Interesting. All right, I'm going to right click on it. And I guess I just am, quote, recycling this by doing some mecha welding.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
Okay, so I just got hydrogen fuel rods.
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. click inventory or E to view them. Hey LS, good evening my friend. This is a fun one. It looks like a fun one. I'm excited so far. Okay, here we go. Here's our inventory. Looks good. We've got hydrogen fuel rods. We've got ingots.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Okay, great. We've got magnets. Nice. And we've got copper
you have
ingots.
Not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research.
Okay.
Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
Okay, sure. I'll activate a research. So I'm just messing around with the camera. Yep, there we go. And I'll push T to open up the tech tree. Oh, okay, I'm here. Dyson Sphere Program. Well, I guess we want to unlock electromagnetism. It seems to be the only one we can. And this will unlock wind turbines, Tesla towers, and mining machines. Well, heck yeah, do it. Double-click item to view recipe. So we need to make magnetic coils. And we can make these, I guess, ourselves with 2 magnets and a copper ingot. All right, so use inventory. No, yeah, use them. And double-click. Okay, and so we can produce these in our backpack. And we need 10 of them, so we can produce... We want to make 10. I don't know if I did the right thing there. We can make as many as possible. We need more magnets. All right, here we go. And we're researching them as we make these things. And, all right, I will simply close this. All right, and we're researching away. And we did it. All right, so we finished electromagnetism, and we've unlocked a new automatic mining machine, which will automatically collect ores for you. Of course, its capacity is limited. You may wish to transport these minerals to the smelting facility automatically. Oh, that's kind of fun. So it's like a little bit of per aspera, almost like, you know, like Warcraft 3 or something, like an RTS, gathering all these resources. Interesting. Okay, sure.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Okay, so we've created a mining machine. We can pick it up from the inventory. Okay. And so I'll push E. And here's my mining machine. And I can kind of set this down wherever there's stuff. So let's see.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins.
Oh, I
The
see.
more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key.
Okay, so you can hold down Shift and just put it wherever. You can just let it snap to the grid doing this. Now, if I'm collecting these items, I don't even actually know what these are. Let me just see, like, what are these things? I don't... Get me out of construction mode. No, not dismantle mode. These are iron veins. Okay, perfect. That's what I want. I need iron. So go ahead and get as many of these as you can then. I'm going to rotate this baby until it's selecting a whole bunch of them. Great.
Insufficient required items. You can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen to open the panel and manually replicate these items.
Okay. All right. So I can click the replicator at the bottom right of the screen to open the panel and manually replicate the items I need. So I'm going to push F. This is the replicator. And insufficient items. What, to build another one?
One of your production facilities is
Oh,
not
I
powered.
see.
You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities
Okay.
in order to maintain its normal works.
So it needs power. I don't have any power facilities. So, let's see. Maybe I need to make a wind turbine. So if I build it here, is the circle the area of influence that this provides power, or is this simply how much space it needs to gather power? What is this? This is a Tesla tower. Interesting. All right, so I have a bunch of other tutorials. Background. Oh, okay. This is like read the story. What's a Dyson Sphere? Okay. Well, I think the story is actually probably, somewhat important to us. In the future, human beings enter the ranks of advanced civilizations, and the power of science and technology brings rapid development. People use virtual reality to iterate space and time, create a virtual universe much larger than the real world, and gradually transfer human consciousness to the virtual universe. Wow, that is a mind trip. Okay, so we need to make a bigger universe? Okay. The operation of the virtual world requires supercomputing power. For this reason, human beings circle the sun and create a supercomputer, the center brain. Oh, right, this is what I'm giving the resources back to. Hoping to use its powerful computing power to expand the virtual home. The computing power of the center brain gradually reaches its limit because the number of consciousness continues to grow. If you want to accommodate more consciousness, it needs more energy supply. Hey, Fub. What's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. So, the Cosmo launched an engineering project codenamed Dyson Sphere Program, sending engineers to the real world to build the Dyson Sphere to provide continuous and stable energy for the center brain. So this is the real world that I'm in, and I'm harvesting real resources to power the center brain, to create a larger digital universe. Okay. As a member of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will control the mecha on an unknown journey by using the terminal. You need to gather resources, plan and design production lines, gradually realize full automation starting from scratch, and transform your factory from a small workshop developing into a magnificent intergalactic industrial empire, and finally build a great miracle, the Dyson Sphere. Builders of great civilizations, in this process you are bound to encounter many difficulties. After all, the universe is so large that anything can happen. However, your creativity and imagination will help you accomplish this great goal. The entire cluster will become the cornerstone of human civilization under your plan. So what's interesting about this compared to, Factorio, Satisfactory, is that this looks like it's going to span multiple planets and maybe even different galaxies as I kind of need to get more and more resources. What is a Dyson Sphere? As civilization continues to develop, the demand for energy will continue to increase in the vast universe. Develop the star's energy becomes an inevitable choice. Developing the star's energy. This is a early access game, so there's some translation problems with these tutorials, it appears. Becomes an inevitable choice for civilization's development when the energy on the planet can no longer be sustained, or no longer sustain life or itself. In 1960, Mr. Freeman Dyson, the one free man, put forward the legendary concept, the Dyson Sphere theory. Dyson Sphere is an imaginary space giant that can surround the entire star and obtain most or all of its energy output. So we're creating this structure to harvest all of the energy that a star produces. Very good. According to the classification of Kardashev civilization level, first-class civilizations can develop and utilize all the resources of the planet on which it inhabits. Secondary civilizations can collect the energy of the entire star system and even allow the matter to break the speed limit of light. Third level of civilizations can master and use all the energy of the entire galaxy. How about that? Possessing the ability to build a Dyson Sphere indicates that humanity will move toward the secondary civilization. Good step. Gather resources. Okay, we learned this. Building a mine. We did this. And Basic operation guide. Okay, this is how we move. Oh, we can fly. Okay, cool. Well, let's figure that out in a moment. Yeah, I can't fly right now. I can just jump with my mecha. So we do need to build power, so I'm just going to push E to open up the inventory, and I'll build this wind turbine and just see what happens. I'm going to build it here, okay? And then the little robot comes out to build it.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Okay, see, I was wondering if the Tesla Tower was like another alternative power system, but no, it extends like a electrical pole, the grid. So if I can only connect it, if it's this close, but this will give me the area of influence necessary to power my factory. So I'm just going to build it right there. Rocket.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
Okay, great. So I can click on this and, similar to Factorio, there's a satisfaction grid so that we can see that we're getting enough power for everything that we want to power. So that's fantastic. So we got a milestone for wind power. You built your first wind turbine, mastering the most basic yet arguably best power generation technology. Fantastic. Now we'll go ahead and close the Tesla Tower power grid. And I like how, this is such a cool game. You see how small this planet is that I'm on, unless my mech is enormous, but if a tree is any kind of scale, I'm not any larger than a tree. But you can see the curvature of the planet, I'm going to just close all these tutorials. And it kind of feels like, Super Mario Galaxy almost, with the planets and their size. Alex, good evening, my friend, which is neat. And I like how there's night and day cycles in the game. All right, I'm going to exit construction mode, and we're getting iron, okay? And where does the iron go? Like, okay, so this facility is doing what? I'm mining iron, okay? It should be getting power. It is. And I can take all items by using Control left mouse button, and I did. Oh, it filled up. That's why it couldn't give me any more iron. So, Riftbreaker, interesting, Alex. I haven't played that game yet, my friend. There's some more. It looks like there's copper up here. So if I want to make another one of these, I can gather myself, okay? So I can build a mining machine, but I don't have enough items, so I need to open the replicator with F, and to build this, I can click on it, and it tells you, I can try to produce it, and I'm going to have to make all of these things effectively by hand. But I think I have enough parts to do that. I can go... I got them. Okay, great. So then let me take this. No, that's not the replicator. Oh, yeah, sorry. This is the replicator on the right. Here's my inventory. I'm just going to push F1, and we can bring up another... These are called mining machines, and we need to get copper. Now, yeah, very much like... It's really... I'm glad I waited to play this game until after I had played a lot of Satisfactory and Factorio, because you can tell that it's a very slick version of games like that. I could even just take a top-down view if I want it to be more like, Factorio. But what's cool about this is you'll notice that it tells you, like, if I build it here, for example, I'm going to get 120 per minute. So it's kind of helping me understand this is the most optimal place. I'd get 6 times units, and I would, or nodes of copper at 180 per minute. So I'm going to build it right there. Now, I'm not going to have enough power to do this, okay? So I'm going to need to kind of send the Tesla Tower over from my wind turbine, and that should be fine, but I'm probably going to need to use the replicator to make myself a Tesla Tower. And let's just produce one. I should probably make a ton of these so I can, get power a little easier. But for now, let's just build this right there. And we're building a Tesla tower. And there it goes. And it's providing energy. And now we are getting mining machines. Now I need to go to the research. Did we finish? We did this. I need to be able to gather and harvest stuff. So this electromagnetic matrix. Okay. And this is basic assembling, which gives an assembling machine. And this unlocks a smelter. All right, well, we pretty much need everything, right? So let's just start doing some research. Activate. And this is going to take magnets and circuit boards. Okay. So I need magnets and circuit boards to do this. So let's go ahead and just make a bunch of these in my internal replicator. So I can only produce 2 right now. It looks like, because I need more iron. But I've got a bunch of that, like right here. I can just control left click, and then now I should be able to make way more of these. And yes, I can make 48. So I need 9 for my research. So let's just click up and make like 8, 9, like that. And then we need magnets. So I wonder if I can queue this up independently. I don't know where my queue is up top. Cool. All right. Yeah, make 10. Or no, just make 10 at a time. That's great. Okay, so it looks like we're going to make... Well, I didn't mean to make 20, but that's okay. It's back there. All right. So we're making the circuit boards. You can see they're filling up. The research pin is pinned up in the upper left. All right. Well, while this is happening, I should just get more resources coming in, huh? This is more iron. There's more copper over there. Let's just keep harvesting. So I'm going to go to my replicator, and I need, mining machines. 6 seem good. Absolutely. Make those after we finish the magnets. Oh, cool. Alex, that sounds like a lot of fun. I do like tower defense a good bit. All right, so it looks like we're doing the research. We finished the pieces. Let me open up my inventory. Well, how are we doing? We're working on making these. Okay. There we go. And I made 1. I need to make more mining machines. Okay, great. You've unlocked the matrix slab, or rather the center brain connector. Use it to produce and upload matrices to the center brain to obtain technology. Well, we definitely want more technology. So let me put this somewhere. I don't know where it needs to go. I'll just kind of put it here so it's receiving power. And then I'm going to build another mine.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the home world. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the home world simultaneously.
Wow. Okay, great. I'm just going to give a shout out. If anybody who develops Dyson Sphere Program watches this stream or this video, I would be happy to work with you to translate the text in the game to English. Anyway, let's see. So we need to build this baby right here. For the most part, it is serviceable, but there are some subject, verb, agreement, verb tense, grammatical issues that I would be able to clean up. Okay, so let's continue doing this. And let's see. So let's learn about the Matrix Lab. The Matrix Lab is the hub of connecting the real world and the center brain. It has 2 modes, Matrix and Research. The matrix mode is to produce matrices. The research mode is to consume the super matrices to research technologies, and can only research the technologies that require the super matrices to unlock. Once select the research mode, once you select the research mode, or once the research mode is selected, the Matrix Labs will automatically research the currently ongoing technology, and all Matrix Labs share the same research progress. This will greatly increase the research speed by using multiple Matrix Labs to research the same technology at the same time. Oh, that's nice. Each Matrix Lab continues a basic research speed of 60 hash per second. Once you put all the matrices required by the technology into the Matrix Lab, it'll start research. The Matrix Labs can be built on the planet's surface and can also be built in the vertical direction. Oh, you can stack them up. That's cool. You can see in the picture there. Vertically constructed Matrix Labs only supplying sufficient raw materials on the lower level. The Matrix Labs will automatically transport the raw materials to the upper level and transport the products back to the first level at the same time. And so you can really start to see how they take Factorio and play with it by adding that Z-level dimension, right? So it's like in Factorio, where if you were going to create a daisy chain of research facilities, you can only do that with the cardinal coordinates, going on an X and Y axis. But here you get that Z axis, so you can play with verticality, and that's a lot of fun. Also, just set the operating mode of any layer, and the Matrix Labs on the other layers will automatically synchronize. The super matrices are the source codes of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. By uploading the super matrices to the center brain after the center brain analysis, the obtained technology will be transmitted back. You can benefit from promoting the development of the base by operating the homeworld simultaneously. Okay. I have to admit, some of this is rather deep and is going over my head at the moment. But I love the visuals in this game, and I really am having a fun time exploring this. Alex, by the way, that game that's an ARPG RimWorld, that you have a mech that doesn't need to eat and sleep, that sounds... You've really done a good job selling it to me. That sounds really fun. Okay, so we need to get some power over here. So I'm just going to push 1 for power and say, you know what, I need Tesla towers. But these only really extend your power range, not maybe supply more. So let's just see how our grid is doing. Our grid is actually fine. It looks like we're consuming 60 out of 300 that we produce. So for the time being, we're okay. I'm just going to make some more Tesla towers then. But we need to open the replicator and make some. So I'm going to make replicators, but I'm going to make like... I'm going to make some, I don't know, 10 Tesla towers for now. And just queue those up. I'm going to go, and what I need to do with my mech is make sure that I'm just collecting all of these resources out of the existing mines. Oh, wait, they're saying they don't have any power? Or they're saying, maybe I read that wrong. Yeah, no, I read it wrong. I think I looked at the power in the wrong way. When I moused over it, I think I need more power than I'm producing. Okay. So if I look at this, the power load is 250. It's double what I'm actually producing. So I need to make some more wind turbines to produce enough power, I think. Sorry, bear with me. My feeble brain is trying to understand the game as I go. So let me go into the replicator mode, and why don't you make me some wind turbines? And we can produce 8 with the current stuff that we're holding. Now 13 with all that iron. And yeah, then just produce at least 5. Alright, so while that's happening, I do have 10. I'll just extend the power with these Tesla towers to this mine here. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of start spreading out my grid Now, what I'm hoping, okay, would be... Looks like I might need to mine this rock. I don't know. If I produce wind towers and just connect them at any point in the power network, that they all contribute power and it's distributed amongst the network evenly, and I don't need to, like, you know, build them in any other way than that. That's what I hope anyway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build this. Core energy will deplete
Energy
soon.
is required in all mecha activities. If it is depleted, the activities will be restricted.
Huh.
You can click the mecha panel button at the bottom right of the screen to open the mecha panel and resupply fuel into the fuel chamber.
Oh. Okay. So my fuel is actually running out. I'm like Iron Man. I've got the arc reactor there. Okay, so what do I need? Oh, this is fun. You have like you can customize your armor, and you have a fuel chamber. So what kind of fuel do you need? Let's see what it takes.